Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Weber Maschinenbau in Bredenbach, Germany. We are live today from the Weber Assembly Hall in Bredenbach. Please, therefore, ignore all the different types of noises around us. We would like to show you a highly innovative cutting solution that we have developed for one of our customers. I am going to show you the modules and components now to give you a better overall idea of what will be presented afterwards. It all starts with the LED scanner. This determines the shapes and weights of the products using our technology. As a result, we can transfer the thickness of the slices that we require to the machine before the slicing process starts. From the scanner, we go straight into the slicer. This means that we have a central loading system here. This is the 804 model, of which hundreds are already on the market. An involute blade technology slicer, which can slice two of these products at the same time. Once the products arrive in the slicer, the loading arm moves up and the products are ultimately picked up by the grippers. The grippers individually guide the products to the blade, each by itself. This is a Vario machine with twin Vario gripper technology. The machine can get up to speeds of 1500 to 2000 slices per minute. Here you also see a touch version, the Weber Power Control. All of our machines have this type of control unit. The HMI surface has been developed by Weber with the goal to give machine operators an intuitive control experience, like we are used to from smart devices. After the slicer, you can see a weigher. Here we have a tandem weigher. This model is the new Weber Vive 5000. We need the two weighing cells for controlling the Vario grippers. This weigher is extremely easy to operate and service. The components can be removed simply and quickly for cleaning or repairs. The next unit in line is a new sensor system. This sensor system helps us to recognize the position of the portions in a lateral direction and to correct it if necessary, so that the portions always land in the center of the shuttle. Behind the weigher, you can see the shuttle loader. The shuttle loader takes on the portions and feeds them to the portion carriers. These, however, are not yet in motion. The portion carriers are individually driven units. We can individually control their speed, acceleration, and braking ramps. They are fed to the picker cell, in this case a twin picker cell, one of the Weber wePICK 5000 models. With this picker cell, we can load up to 100 to 110 packages per minute into the packaging machine. Since we do not have the space, we simulate the packaging here with a blue conveyor belt, which is used as a substitute for the wePICK 7000. I should also point out that there are two turning stations in the in-feed for rotating the portions by another 90 degrees before they enter the picker. Since we don't have to turn the portion in the picker now, we can increase the pick rate accordingly. An image processor is located in the in-feed of the picker. It recognizes the position of the portions on the shuttle to ensure perfect picking and accurate placing of portions. I'll close the safety cover now and start the process. My colleagues from the Application Technology Department have already placed the products on the scanner. I will now start the scanning process and thereby trigger the full production. You can now see how both products are fed into the scanner at the same time. We can see a red LED line where the product shape is detected. This is Black Forest ham, a naturally grown raw product, which is why we detect the shape, the length, and also the weight. With this information, the slicer has the required information to always feed the exact slice thickness that is needed for an on-weight portion. We guide the product to the blade with two independently driven grippers. This means that we always have ideal weights and the correct slice thickness. You can also see that the products are guided from the top and the bottom to prevent any form of movement during the cutting process. The high-performance slicer of the 804 model with involute blade works at approximately 1,000 cuts per minute. You can see two lines here on the Weber power control, the touch display. A red line, line 2, and a green line, line 1. These are the shapes of the products that we have just scanned. We see here the length and also the width of the products, as well as their weights. In other words, the machine always knows what its task is before it starts slicing. Going down further along the process, we see a weigher, the Weber VV 5000, a new model, a tandem weigher with two weighing cells in this case. We use this to control the gripper movement in a practical way. Above this system, you can see a sensor system that lets us align the portions in a crosswise direction. This means that when we see that the portions are not positioned exactly in the center of the slicer or on the weigher, we can correct this so that they will always be perfectly positioned on the shuttle later on. This new weigher is extremely easy to service and access. Both the operator and service team member can easily replace the basic belts, the path cells, and the weigher tables. Further down the process, we get to the shuttle loader. This means that the shuttle loader takes the portions from the slicer and transfers them to the individual portion carriers of the shuttle. This shuttle is thus a transport system, where each portion can be transported individually. We can individually control the speed, acceleration, or braking power, and therefore always have a very gentle portion transport, which ensures that portions are not destroyed during transport. The shuttle portion carriers then arrive in the picker cell. We are standing in front of a picker cell of the wePICK 5000 model. This is a twin picker where we program and produce the complete picker cell, including electronics and software. We therefore have control over the complete synchronization. This means that we can control all speeds and therefore always know the current position of the portions. Since we always have the same electronic components in the picker, operational reliability is ensured. You can see an image processor at the picker infeed section. This allows us to recognize the position of the portions on the portion carriers in order to tell the robot the position of the portion on the portion carrier at any time. This means that the portion carriers are rotated by 90 degrees there. This eases the load on the picker, which has more time and can therefore place more portions per minute into the packaging machine.
Den Picker etwas zu entlasten. Das bedeutet also, der Picker hat mehr Zeit und somit kann mehr.
The total output of this system is between 100 and 110 picks per minute.
100 und 110 Päckchen pro Minute, was diese Anlage leisten kann.
We are simulating the packaging machine with a blue belt, since we were unfortunately unable to attach the Weber wePICK 7000 for lack of space, because we are here live in the production in the assembly hall in Breitenbach. The process ends in the picker once the portion carriers are empty. We move through a wiper which removes any remaining slices. The shuttles are now empty, are turned again, and return to the shuttle loader for loading new portions. This entire process takes place in a very small space. This means that the shuttle is a modular system. In this case, the customer specified the space requirements and we had to adjust the design accordingly. We have individual modules that we can adjust to your space requirements at any time. This is also a very compact, very flexible solution that can be expanded or changed at any time. This is also the big advantage of our current shuttle solution. And here we are at the end. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them afterwards. The scanner is placed in bright production halls like here, or in extremely dark places, and must therefore always be able to scan the product optimally. Since the measuring result must not be falsified, the lighting has to be always constant, regardless of the environment. We need scanners of varying widths because we have customers with different product widths and product lengths. We always have the right configuration for the right product. This saves time and money. The LED scanner was developed like this to provide easy access. Since we have to clean it at least once a day, it must be quick to disassemble. You can remove and clean all of the components at any time. You also get to see the scanning process at all times, and therefore do not lose any data and always know what is happening. The 804 is a compact, high-performance machine with an involute blade that delivers up to 2,000 slices. We have the possibility of using up to 3 Vario grippers here. This gives you a machine that requires very little space. With the idle cut blade head, the blade moves instead of the product. This enables us to achieve perfect quality slices for soft and hard products, as well as at high slicing speeds. This gives us improved performance and slicing quality. In the Weber 5000, we have adapted the hygienic design of the previous weigher and ensured that some of the components are very easy to access. This means that it is very easy to access the drives and weighing cells, and thus very easy to process or clean these components during servicing or cleaning. The Weber 5000, which is attached to this machine, is a tandem weigher with 2 weighing cells. This provides us with the option to weigh 2 products. However, we also have the triple and quadruple weighers in our portfolio. We are planning to add mono weighers that can be used for all Weber and Textor slicer models in our portfolio. One of the main reasons for the Weber ShuttleSystem is its compact and modular design. This enables us to adapt the system to the customer's needs and space requirements at any time. We can construct lines that go around corners, like here, which is very innovative and not always possible with a standard transport system. Another main argument is the gentle transport provided by this shuttle. This means that the portions are accelerated or slowed down as required. This ensures that the portions leave the slicer and arrive at the packaging machine in a perfect condition. These are the main arguments for the Weber Shuttle: great flexibility and gentle portion transport in any condition. The portion carriers are very customized, meaning that we produce different portion carriers depending on the product and application. I am showing you a portion carrier with this type of knob here. This was specifically adjusted for the raw ham that we slice on the line to prevent adhesion and to make the picking easier for the robot. The portion carrier would look different for topping a pizza or producing a sandwich. However, the carrier is always the same in principle. You can easily remove it and thus transfer it to an industrial cleaning process to continuously add clean portion carriers to the process. If you want to or have to place products in packaging in a highly precise manner, it is always advisable to use a wePICK robot because the wePICK robot has an image processor in its infeed, a camera system that always recognizes the position of the portion and therefore can control the picker arm. In other words, the pick robot always places the portions accurately in the packaging without requiring any additional human intervention. This also extends the sell-by date of the products since there is no contact between the product and humans. This pick robot is special because it is mechanically integrated in the packaging machine. Since we are a full-range provider of system solutions, we are able to offer our customers a complete solution from a single source. This means one contact person, one supplier, and one partner for all of your queries. It is a great advantage for customers to always be able to deal with just one partner.